Welcome to the greatest tournament in the world.
Ooh.
This is the mortal combat of the We Out Here MMA show. Let's go. Liu Kang. Baraka.
Goro. Raiden.
Sub-Zero.
Scorpion.
Chun-Li. This is Derrick Lewis. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to We Out Here MMA, not podcast, but show, but now podcast. And guess what? That was a lot harder to do than I thought. I thought we were all going to list names on the beat, but Nick decided to wait 16 measures. So I apologize. What?
I thought you were going to do all the names.
I know. I'm like looking down and shit, all feeling it. I'm like, he's not saying anything, but I know he's going to catch on to the beat right now. And then you never.
Guys, we have a wonderful show. I apologize for that terrible intro that we're actually reshooting right now. But guess what? This is life. We move on. We're going to have a great show today. We're going to talk about the Derrick Lewis knockout. We're going to have some We Out Here MMA morning news. We're going to try a new segment that may or may not hit. But guess what? I think it hits. And also, we're going to answer some of your questions later in the episode. Don't forget, we're going to give you some quick pick picks with Lift God and Nick that year that are going to help you make the greatest bets in the world. So guys, We Out Here MMA, let's go!
Hey, it's like a secret menu item, bro. Like it's like, bro, if you know, you know. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, if you know, you know. That's gang shit right there. Baby. That's gang shit. You know what also
but
know?
that is not good marketing, though. That's not good marketing.
Hey, gang shit's not good marketing, but it is gang shit.
People are like, hey,
that's my whole career.
Where can we find this podcast? If you know, you know, motherfuckers. No, seriously, where can we find it? Where's the link? If you know, you know.
And literally, that's how my career has been built.
Guys, you want to know who knows? Is our fight cap recap.
Oh,
no cap?
And guys, Derrick Lewis fought Curtis
Derrick
Blades. Derrick Brunson Lewis fought Curtis. He got Blades. And guess what the outcome was? It was an uppercut from hell.
Fatality.
It was a fatality. It was the Mortal Kombat trailer in uppercut format.
That's the uppercut that you land in Mortal Kombat that makes him like fly up and go through all the floors and land in those spikes, bro.
It goes like, woohoo!
Hey, you know what's crazy about all this too? Curtis Blades walked out to the Mortal Kombat theme song, bro.
But also, can we talk about how good that trailer looks though for the new Mortal Kombat movie? That shit looks dope.
Check out Gilgab. It's me, my brother.
Dude, they gotta change the song to where it's like Liu Kang.
Curtis Blades.
Yes, Curtis. Hey man,
fuck, dude.
When people are trying to set up the fucking punchline, it don't cut through.
I thought you were gonna say it like right in the beginning, bro. I thought you were just gonna sing the normal song, so I gotta make sure. Like, my man.
I like Alex's style of comedy. He goes punchline first, then he does the premise afterwards.
Hey, what Mortal Kombat character would you be, Gil?
Actually,
realistically,
I think all of us probably at one point thought we were Liu Kang, but then like we're like, we want to be a ninja. So I'm gonna go. Sub-Zero is my guy. Bihan. Nick, who are you?
I think. If I had to pick for Gilbert, I know you didn't ask me that, but I'm gonna tell you, if I had to pick for Gilbert, you'd be Goro, because I think we could fit your face on that dude's face, and it would look pretty good. I think it would like match up pretty well.
They're gonna say my foreskin was like the two other arms.
Yeah, that too. Actually, you beat me to it.
Alex, I'm gonna say is the centaur. What is that guy?
Oh yeah, the centaur guy.
The centaur. I feel we're saying
I remember that guy actually. I totally forgot about that.
He's a boss. He's a boss in MK3.
No. This is who I would be. You guys ready? This is one of my favorite characters. Baraka.
Yeah, you would be a Baraka, because that fool's pretty metal. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I like Baraka.
I think that guy listens to metal music, and that's right up your alley.
I like Baraka. But hey, I forgot about the centaur guy. That guy's cool. I remember him in the second one, right? When they like all travel through time, the second movie, and he's like there.
That's the boss.
And then the girl goes, the screamer.
Yeah. Who's that? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the purple lady. Nick would definitely be Katana.
Yeah. I'd be Melina, bro.
Nah, you're
Katana. You think I'm Katana?
Bro.
Hey, I'm kind of fine then.
Your body's built. You probably know how to use two daggers, and you're with a Salvadorian.
And I'm like,
also, who's cool is Nighthawk.
Yeah, but that's like.
Is that his name? Nighthawk?
That's cultural appropriation.
I think it's
so we're not really into that.
Is it Nightwolf or the guy that like has like the pain on his face and like he like does?
Dude, see how Alex almost did this and pulled his eyes back? I was like, dude,
he talk like this.
Okay,
okay, Alex.
It's okay.
Jeez,
Nick is
bro.
Asian. It's okay. I know there's a lot of stuff happening right now in society. We're just making light of the situation, even though we're
Don't
not.
fight
We're taking
anybody,
this
dude.
seriously.
Let's go.
Guys, Derrick Lewis, Curtis Blades. I don't know who you guys picked. Did you guys have? I think we might have all.
We all picked Curtis.
Curtis Blade because it almost.
He was
I think,
4-1. 4-1
Bro,
underdog.
what is this? Apparently, this was the largest upset on a main event in since like Luke Rockhold and Michael Bisping. That's crazy that they didn't even give Derrick Lewis more respect on that. That's crazy. The guy has such knockout power. Alex, what do you think the situation was, and why did he get knocked out?
So like, yeah, I chose Curtis Blades. I didn't want Curtis Blades to win, but I thought he was gonna just run through Derrick Lewis. Like I was like kind of like fuck. I didn't want this fight to happen. But I think I texted you guys this. I think watching him do this fight, I think Derrick Lewis plays the best possum in mixed martial arts. Because I think that
Mexican martial arts?
Yeah.
In Mexican martial arts, shout out Mexican martial arts. Because it seems like every fight where he knocks these people out like crazy, there's some point in that fight where he's acting like he's super fucking hurt. And so what I think it does is it makes these people think like, oh, I can just strike with him. I'm piecing him up. This is easier than I thought. I think that's what Curtis Blades thought. Curtis Blades struck with him way longer than I expected. The whole first round was all striking. And then he had Derrick Lewis kind of like running back and like slipping and shit. So I think he came out that second round like, oh, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and striking and faking some takedowns or whatever like that. And Derrick Lewis's game plan, like he said, was literally waiting to throw an uppercut. So, I mean, he was waiting the whole fight to throw that one uppercut, and he fucking finally did it. And the force of Curtis Blades going down, the force of Derrick Lewis dipping and then coming up with that uppercut was so hard that he hit him right here with his hand. He didn't even punch him with this part of his hand. He hit him with this and knocked him out. Like, it was a bad knockout. I don't think Curtis Blades ever been knocked out. He usually just gets TKO'd if he loses by Francis Ngannou. That was the first time he went to like straight up sleep, like stiff.
That was bad. That was a really bad KO.
Nick, Curtis Blades looked pretty good first round.
Yeah,
he was moving for heavyweight, but then like what Alex said, he got caught.
His hands look good. His stand up looked pretty good.
What do you think is the reason why he decided to shoot from that far when he was not doing that the first round? Was it because he thought he got an eye poke? Or
I don't know, man. I think he was kind of. Derrick Lewis talked about this in the post fight, and he was saying that he thinks that he wanted to stand with him in the first round to kind of get him comfortable, and the second round, that's when he would pretend to stand up a little bit more and then go for the takedown, be more aggressive with it. So I think that's what happened. But the reason why I think he landed that uppercut so well was because Curtis Blades didn't really set up that takedown very well. Like you talked about, Gil, like he kind of just dove in. And I feel like for a guy like Derrick Lewis, you got to, or just any wrestler in general, before you take a shot with big, heavy punchers, you have to get them on the defensive. You have to get their hands up. You have to get them reacting to some sort of any strike up top. So it makes it easier for you to get the takedown. Like it's so much easier when you have a threat before the shot. And Derrick Lewis stuffed his takedowns too. He stuffed a couple of his takedowns. And man, like Derrick Lewis is a different guy than 2 years ago or even a year ago. Like he's completely different. And his striking is almost better. It's a little tighter. It's his shot selection is very good. Yeah. And on top of that too, it's like he's defending takedowns pretty well. Like the fact that he didn't get subbed by Olenek is pretty crazy.
And Olenek had him like on the floor. He
had him in
position.
Bad positions,
So I feel like we're seeing a growth of Derrick Lewis, and I don't think a lot of people thought he would be a contender at heavyweight, or he'd always be kind of like up and down, but he's a real threat to the championship. He's a real problem, dude. He's a motherfucking
I was about to say that. With DC out of the picture, he could possibly be champ. Derrick Lewis. He hits that hard. And DC made a good quote about it. A good statement. He said, he's like, I talked about how Derrick Lewis is the hardest puncher. And he said, I had so much people talking like, oh, Ngannou's number one. And he's like, you guys must have forgot. When they fought, Ngannou knows the power that was on the other side, that it made him literally not strike. He's like, so it's either they're perfectly matched or Ngannou knows that that the other guy hits harder than him. That's basically what he was saying. So, I mean, Derrick Lewis, I would like to see them fight again. The only thing that I think that would play over is, I guess, Ngannou's athleticism. But, I mean, other than that, dude, Derrick Lewis, I think, can be fucking champ, honestly, now with DC gone.
Yeah, so let's jump on that. So, Alex, you're saying, I mean, I think we'd all want to see the Ngannou fight again. I don't know if we want that next or maybe see it as a championship fight, but what do you guys, with the heavyweights where it is right now, you have Stipe fighting Ngannou, right? That's going to be for the championship. And then you also have a John Jones in the picture. So that's another wrench in it.
That's hard.
Do you does Derrick Lewis sit? I don't think he wants to sit. I think he wants to make money. I think he has fun doing this. Then who do you give him if it's not the championship fight or a John Jones?
Winner of Cyril Gane and Rozenstruik. I think that's the next logical step.
Right? That makes sense to me too.
He said he wanted Alistair, but
yeah, I think that's dumb. I don't know why he's trying to fight Alistair when Alistair's ranked like 6. I know he has beef, but like, here's the thing. Yeah, Alistair was talking shit about Derrick Lewis back in the day. Like, but here's my thing. He just beat number 2, so he's gonna take number 2 spot. So it goes Stipe, Ngannou, Derrick Lewis. Okay, my thing is this: it's like he either fights Jones or he fights the winner for the title. I don't think he takes any other fight, but honestly, I think they'll give him Jones, to be straight up with you.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be John Jones, Derrick Lewis. That's a big sell because Derrick Lewis is a big name. You know, my balls is hot, like he's huge. And then John Jones is coming up from light heavyweight. He's a champ. I think that's a big fight that they can make.
I don't mind that fight. I just see it very hard sell to John Jones to not fight for a title. Like, knowing him, he's like, I'm fighting for the title. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Nick, what do you think? Who do you think he takes next?
I think it's either he waits for the title, but I don't think he's that guy, bro. Like, I don't think, because depending on what happens with Francis and Stipe, it's literally a toss up. Right? Because there's so many different ways they can go with it. If Stipe wins, it's probably not going to be an easy fight for him. So he's probably going to take some time off. It's going to hold up the division again. Derrick Lewis probably wants to fight, and then if John Jones really is the next in line, then that might have some problems. So I think he might take on the fight between Cyril Gane and Rozenstruik.
Yeah,
whoever wins.
I think you sold me on that. I think that might be the next logical thing, especially after this weekend. I think one of those guys will be put in promos a lot, and then that might help set up another fight night. Not a main card or not a pay-per-view, but definitely a UFC fight night. Guys, Alex. Welcome to the We Out Here morning news at 7:56 p.m. First piece of news, TJ Dillashaw, he's a fighter if you didn't know, wants a title shot in his UFC return. The only man that receives a title shot on the UFC return is George St. Pierre. And if you're not from Canada and your name is George St. Pierre, you wait in line. Anyone has thoughts on that? What do you guys think? Give him a shot? Give him a...
I think no. I think he needs to fight someone that is a contender, like maybe Corey Sandhagen, Rob Font, literally anybody else, because this dude
is that guy.
Whoa, watch your mouth, bro.
I mean, I love
Rob Font's a killer, bro.
Okay,
he's a
guys,
killer at
what I'm trying to
135.
say. There's a difference between saying Figueiredo and Rob Font.
Okay, he should fight Cody Garbrandt. No, I think, dude, he got popped for 2 years for EPO. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. So I think that's a pretty big violation. I don't think he should get a title shot.
I don't know.
And
Alex
it's almost crazy. It's almost crazy to think that he asked for that. But, championship mindset. What are you going to do? He's a winner, that guy.
So what do you want? Give me that. You want Rob Font? Is
I don't
that
know.
what you want?
This is what I feel like.
I'd
When
like
you
that.
when you hear stories about TJ, like when he's at Team Alpha Male, like when people would get the better of him in training, he'd get pissed off and do like extra punches. He fucked up that one guy's whole career because he kneed him in the back of the head because he was mad and shit.
And he did it to that Japanese cat. Yeah.
Yeah, all that type of shit. This shows me like, okay, he's still the same person. He honestly feels like, oh, I should get a title shot immediately. It's like, bro, you literally just got popped. You admitted to taking EPO to cheat. You got popped for that. Why the fuck should you get a title shot right when you come back? You were cheating to get a title. So why would you get a title? You were cheating to get a fucking title. Why would you get that shot right back? Honestly, I think he should fucking fight 3 more fucking times, and he needs to pass every single fucking drug test before he gets to fight for that title again.
Ooh, and that's what happens when you mess with Alex Acosta.
That's how you make a
Hey, here's the thing.
Don't do drugs.
I've done steroids. I've taken tests. I know how much that shit helps. And he was taking EPO. That's like, test is right here. EPO is like up here.
That
bruh.
shit's expensive too. That shit is expensive.
Yeah, dude. So, and especially in a sport like this where recovery and conditioning is huge, right? Him getting I would not be surprised, dude. Cody Garbrandt made a tweet years ago before he got busted for EPO when TJ was just talking shit, and Cody says, "Must be all that EPO fucking with your brain." This was like 2 years before he got busted for EPO, bro. So like they all knew what he was doing, bro. He's been taking that shit. If he wants to act like he wasn't, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Bro, you did.
And when it's blatant like that, that's why I wasn't a fan of Vitor Belfort. Like I'm just like, bro, you guys are blatantly taking this shit to cheat.
Yeah, see that? He's saying Alex is, I don't know what that is, but he's doing this.
I'm saying, hi, hey, hook me up with them drugs.
I'm a problem.
But no, straight up,
Alex, give a name then. Who should he fight?
Not joking. I think he should fight like 3 more times. Not exaggerating. Give him Rob Font, and then give him fucking Corey Sandhagen, and then give him Peter Yan, and then he gets to fight for the title. Or
I love how he says give him Peter Yan, knowing in Alex's mind, Aljo's
Is he gonna lose? Yeah.
Aljo's about to be champ next weekend, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. It's blasphemy, flabbergastation to me that he would just say that he deserves the title shot right away. That's fucking insane.
You know what is blasphemy though? No,
you
know what's ridiculous though is getting bad sushi. Rafael Alves missed weight by a historic 11.5 pounds due to food poisoning, obviously from the delicious salmon.
Sushi.
I think that dude started crying on the scale when he weighed in.
He did.
That's tough.
Like,
I think
I didn't see the video, though.
Do you guys have any stories from just food poisoning stories?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. I have so many. Okay, go ahead, Alex.
The last time I got sick was off of a spot called Zanku Chicken.
Oh yeah, that's why you hate that stuff.
Fucking, I can't eat that type of food, which sucks because I was eating Zanku Chicken like once a week.
Good
it's
macros.
Just chicken, rice, and shit, bro. But I remember at the day before I got sick, I was sitting there chewing on the chicken, and literally in my head, I'm like, this is super chewy. The chicken. I'm like, this is like super chewy. And so I just fucking finished it all. I was sick for like 4 fucking days in a row, throwing up. I could nonstop throwing up, all that shit like that. So yeah, and then also I got really sick off Chipotle, and I was sick off Chipotle for a minute, and but I can eat Chipotle again, but I can't eat Zanku. Zanku makes me, even when I think about like the hummus and onions and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Well, guess what? Guys, if we reach 1,000 subscribers, Alex has agreed to on camera eat Zanku chicken for the We Out Here family.
Wow.
It's gonna be live.
I went to that place with you guys. Remember, Nick, the one right next to the old where we trained
Sahara?
Sahara's great.
Yeah, and
Shout out
I know,
to
but it's like
Sahara,
the
yeah.
same style, but just in my head, like as I was eating it, my stomach was hurting.
That's
so crazy.
You got some
What's up
trauma,
here,
bro.
Papa? That's trauma, dog. That's food trauma.
The last time I got food poisoning was on
Dang
a
shit.
cruise ship when I was like 12 years old, but I didn't know if I ate anything. So my mom thinks that I got food poisoning from from putting a coconut in my butt, and then somehow my hand touched my butt when I was putting the coconut in it for a bit, and then I picked up food.
You were doing coconut butt bits when you were
12 years old. I would walk.
Ahead of your time.
I would put a towel over my body, take my pants off, put a coconut and grip it, and then let go of it and be like, "Oh, I shat a coconut" in front of my aunt. She'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I think during that time, I would put my hand in my ass and I grabbed food. So basically, I'm trying to say is I got food poisoning from eating my shit.
From eating shit, yeah.
So you know what? Joke's on me. Jokes.
That's pretty. That was worth it though.
I can just picture Gilbert 12 because he probably looks exactly the same that he did now, and he's like he's walking like he has a heavy ass diaper on because the coconut's just under the towel and shit. He's like, "Oh God, my diaper! Look at my coconut!"
Why am I talking like that, bro?
Dude, you love butt jokes, huh? What's up with that,
bro? Dude, well, I was like, I was gonna be sick one day. I'm gonna be known as Gilberts in the future. That's what I was thinking my whole mind. Nick, I feel like you eat perfect, and you're a perfect specimen for Sevens, so you never get sick.
No, I got food poisoning. I fought a guy that my last amateur MMA fight, I lost to this gentleman. He came in 10 pounds overweight. He didn't even try to make weight.
Jeez.
Same day weigh-ins too. What a fuck, huh? What a fuck. What a fat fuck.
That's what you call a coach that doesn't really watch his fighters. That's Nick. Guys, Kevin Lee wants to fight Tony Ferguson in a rematch for the summer. And guess what? Your boy kind of likes that because Kevin Lee's got a shot now. He's got a chance. Nick, what do you think?
I think that's a great call out because that is very interesting. But it just sucks because if he beats a Tony Ferguson that's on a 2-fight losing streak, it's like, all right, then. Okay.
I still think it has value, especially for Lee, who's coming off a couple of losses, and I think he'll still be a good name.
He needs that Lee needs that for him, but it's also going to be one of those fights for like in the context of the rest of the division. It kind of is like, man, that sucks. But I think right now what's most important for Kevin Lee is him getting a W, and I think that's a very realistic W against someone he had some good success on when he fought.
And he fought with the staph infection, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Alex, do you like that? Does that make sense in your mind as well?
I don't like it.
Oh, here's why. Lee. He hates Kevin Lee.
Oh shit. He's like, he should fight Gregor Gillespie again.
Here's my thing with Kevin Lee. For me, what I've seen Kevin Lee in fights is a lot of it's mental. Like when shit's not going his way, he wears it a lot, and that's when he loses these fights. So for me, for him to fight someone like Tony who's beat him, I just feel like mentally, if the fight starts not going immediately his way, it might not be good for him. I think Kevin Lee should maybe take someone else for his. I think he needs to get a win. And Tony Ferguson, he's been looking weird right now, but Tony Ferguson is still Tony Ferguson and can come back. So it's like. Yeah. I think smarter move for Kevin Lee is take someone like in the top 15 and just fight someone there and win a fight and then get get a momentum going. But Tony Ferguson, even though I think he's calling him out because he's on a 2-fight losing streak, and like what Nick said, if he beats him, it's like, okay, you're getting a 2-fight losing streak, Tony, but Tony's still a fucking fight, bro.
Yeah, no, I take back what I said after hearing Alex's point. Tony Ferguson is a tough fight across the board because I forgot how he lost to Charles Oliveira, but he also showed a lot of heart and grit in that fight. And I forgot that Tony Ferguson's ranked number 5. So that's a big deal. If Kevin Lee, he's ranked number 12, if he could beat Tony Ferguson, that's going to be and he makes it look decisive, he could be in title talks, So I take everything back I said. Forget what I said. I'm a flip-flopper. Okay.
Guys, let's do our quick picks with Alex Acosta and Nick the Ear. Our main event, we talked about these two names already. We have Rozenstruikvs versus Gane. Who do you guys like? Alex, you first.
I got Jairzinho.
Ooh. Why do you have him over Gane? I mean, look, you have two kickboxers, right?
Yeah.
I think Gane actually has never lost a kickboxing fight and
Jairzinho's kickboxing record was insane too.
Interesting. So why do you think he has advantage over Gane?
Power. I think he's gonna knock him out. To be straight up with you.
Nick?
Rozenstruik's good. I think he's a little slept on. I think Rozenstruik's a little bit of a slow starter. But I don't know. Cyril Gane is just like, for some reason, like his fights, he's won some good fights, but they've never I'm like, oh fuck, yeah, like it's never been that way.
You never thought he was a problem.
Exactly. So, but I think Rozenstruik has fought some really good people. He's had a really good experience with these people. I think he knocks out Cyril Gane, whatever.
There's so many ways to say it.
Gane.
Who you got in this one, Nick?
I'm gonna go Rozenstruik as well. I just think for the heavyweight division, I think it'd be better if he won, because I think the matchups are cooler with him in the mix. And once again, like going back, me and Alex are always on the same page. You fuck. With Cyril Gane, like he's really good, but he's also like one of those guys where I'm like, I'd rather see Tom Aspinall fight.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
My personal opinion.
Guess
what about you, Gil?
Yeah, what about you, Gil?
Since every time you guys are on the same page,
Cyril Gane.
You guys are both on the same page the wrong time all the time. So I'm gonna go with Gane. Because Gane
he's probably gonna win, dude. He's probably gonna win now.
The only reason is I still think Rozenstruik is much more technical and he has better head movement and just the way his footwork. He reminds me of Nick, that guy you actually trained, that black dude that's like bigger but moves.
Brian Perry.
Dude, he reminds me. I don't know. Sorry, I'm comparing you, Rozenstruik, to Brian Perry, but Brian Perry, like, it's that same. Like, I look at this guy, I'm like, no way, and boom, the guy's moving all over the place. He's got great footwork, but Gane, man, I think just the length. Honestly, I think he's still a good kickboxer, and I think he's going to use that length.
And he's Anthony Joshua as well, so.
They look exactly the same. Co-main event, we have Krylov versus Ankilov.
Oh, bro, you already know. What time it is. It's Ankalaev, okay? Future fucking contender and possibly 205 champ.
Possibly a problem? Possibly a problem.
For sure,
he's a problem.
He a problem, dude.
Okay.
Kutilaba, bro? Come on, bro.
Hey, with Jones out, Ankalaev is probably he's champ material, baby.
Hey, for real, he going to the top, and he's from Dagestan or Russia, I think.
Yeah,
bro.
And he looks like that bro. Abraham Lincoln, but just like with a sharper face, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and sharper is deadlier.
Yeah,
hey guys, and that's the kind of girls Alex likes. If you got that sharp Abe Lincoln face, hit your boy up, pop a like.
Bang my boy.
Wait, would you even say Ankalaev? Let's say he wins this, and let's say title shot. And let's say Izzy wins. You think, or even any of the Izzy or what's her boy's name?
Jan
Blachowicz.
Polish power.
Blachowicz. Do you think Ankalaev can beat any of those guys?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Maybe not.
I'm trying to see how high you guys are on him, so people know. Like, oh, this is
Ankalaev he's a big dude too, bro. He's big, so
and he's clean, bro.
Yeah,
he's clean. He's hellish. He's super technical, and he comes like very rarely. Actually, not rarely, but he comes from a fighting culture. You know what I mean? And you got to put those guys like they're just different. They're so different. So you got to put some stock in any guy's name with Magomed, or Ankalaev.
You know what, guys? I think I'm going to join team on the same page. I'm going with Ankalaev, even though, Nikita, he got a hook kick. He's got one hook kick.
Yeah, but he also has weird hair, so it's like, all right.
You know what, Alex? That's the point that's going to switch me to Ankalaev. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Guys, we have De La Rosa versus Silva. Take your pick now, quick, and Alex, go.
De La Rosa, she has a really good background in wrestling. I think she just takes her down, beats her up, fucks her up, yeah.
Suck. That was weird. Nick, let's transition immediately after that weird comment.
I'm going to go Mayra Bueno Silva because Bueno means good. And I'm going to go with Mayra.
There we go. I'm going to go with Nick.
Let's go.
Thank you, Nick, for that. I'm going to go with Bueno Silva because Bueno means good. We have Pedro Munoz, Nick's favorite fighter, and Jimmy Rivera. As I believe Munoz
we chose this fight.
Yeah. Munoz on a 2-fight losing streak, and he lost against Edgar, and Nick shit on him for 5 years. I'm going to go with Jimmy Rivera on this. Nick?
Wow, you went Rivera. Pedro Munoz last time.
I know, and I was wrong. So I'm going with
I'm going to go Jimmy Rivera. I think.
Well, no one was wrong because the fight got scrapped, bro. We just went over this fight because it was supposed to happen like 2 weekends ago, and then
I think Jimmy's a little more technical, and he could put it together a little tighter than Pedro. Pedro's a little wild.
And the only reason I'm picking Jimmy, even though I had Pedro last time I picked this, is because as time passes, we all grow.
Yeah,
all right, Alex, go ahead.
I still got Jimmy. Jimmy wins.
I think I picked Pedro last time.
I think I picked Pedro because Nick said Pedro, and he said something really funny about that, so I'm switching to Jimmy.
I got
Guys, this is a real MMA show where we really know what we're talking about.
And Pedro Munoz has an H where it doesn't belong. So I'm going to go with Jimmy Rivera.
I think it's Jaime Rivera, but whatever. We have Angela Hill versus Ashley Yoder. I know Alex is going to say Angela Hill. It's one of his favorite fighters, so we don't need his pick. And then Nick, who do you got?
I'm going Angela Hill.
Of course you are. And guess what?
I'm going Ashley Yoder by robbery because for some reason they always fucking rob Angela Hill.
That's so
Even
true.
though she wins all these fights and they fucking rob her every single time, bro.
Didn't she couldn't you argue that she won the last 2 fights?
Bro, she beat Carla. She beat all those fucking people, bro.
She beat
It's
Carla.
insane.
She beat Claudia.
Yeah, Claudia. She beat the fuck out of
boy.
Claudia, bro. It just makes me so mad. I think I want Angela Hill to win, but if it goes to decision, bro, I'm like, fuck. Let's see if they fucking rob her again. I think Angela wins.
Here's the silver lining with Angela Hill and why I also like her. I think she's a great commentator. They need more female commentators, and I think she's pretty good. So let her win, judges. Or Angela, just get the knockout, please.
Yeah, please.
Alex Carceres versus Kevin, first time in the UFC, Chrome, but not Crone Gracie. It's Chrome.
Is it Chrome or Kroom?
Kroom. It's probably Kroom. I'm going with my favorite fighter in the entire world on UFC 3 EA. I'm going to go with Alex Caceres because he's Bruce Lee in real life.
Wow.
Alex, who you got?
I'm going Alex Caceres because the other guy's nickname is the hard-hitting hillbilly.
Gross.
So,
Nick?
I got Alex Caceres.
I was actually going to pick him for that reason, but I think Caceres is I think he's going to be the better fighter. So I'm going to go Caceres. And he likes Bruce Lee. And they have similar records. They have the same amount of losses. They're both 12 losses, both of them.
My gut is saying we're all going to be wrong on this. Like Kevin's the reason the matchmakers found him or putting him in the UFC is probably some sick fighter in the regional scene.
I think they're just trying to fill in a spot because that guy, it's not like he has like a good-ass record. I mean...
Yeah, but Caceres, like, why would they give him... Nobody. He's a name, and he's
because I think he's just a fighter, and they have to give him fights for his contract. So I'm sure they're just like, whatever. Here's this guy.
He fought in the UFC though. I think he fought against.
Hillbilly?
No, that fool fought against Roosevelt Roberts.
All right, man, are we just naming presidents now?
Oh yeah, Roosevelt Roberts. Did he beat him? He beat him, right?
He did. I think it got overturned though because I looked at it, but he did catch him in a guillotine or something, a standing guillotine, and he beat him. And Roosevelt Roberts is legit. He's really good.
Okay. Yeah, guys, those are our picks. If those picks help you, they sure will.
I want Kroom. I'm changing mine Kroom. Sorry.
All right, you changed it to Kroom. Rhymes with broom. Nick, we also have some fan questions and also just fan comments. Nick, where did you get these comments from?
Instagram. So
that, guys,
every week.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hey, can I go ahead?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I just saw that. So funny.
Guys, welcome to our new segment. It's called Go Ahead with Nick the Ear.
Hey, tell me why. Hey, when did Tiff do the shit for Google, bro?
Damn, bro. Why you guys saying it about my girl, dog?
Dude, that looks like Tiff, doesn't it?
That's
watch
Nick's.
Your mouth,
that's
bro.
Nick's wife is a Google model.
So, bro, that looks a lot like Tiff, actually.
Are you talking about Zitkala Sa? Because that's what that is. And she's a writer, and her birth name is Gertrude Simmons.
But also ruining the transition to this new segment.
My bad.
I
saw it. I looked real quick. I was like,
that doesn't look like my wife, so I'm gonna fight you next time I see you.
But also, Alex,
looks like Tiff.
Organize your desktop. You have 3 files just floating in the desktop.
No, I don't.
You
do I? Oh, yeah, I do.
Guys, we're gonna do some fan questions that we received from Instagram. Nick has curated some of our favorite We Out Here family members who have some questions, so we're gonna get to them right now. Our first question comes from at Power Vanger. Do you guys think Cody Garbrandt can be champ again? Alice, we'll start with you. Yes or no?
I believe so. I think it's hard. But I believe that he can be champ again. I don't know. These like Aljo, Peter Yan, Corey Sandhagen, those people at the top are like hard. Like they're really good fighters. So it's kind of just like, ooh, it's a little tough right now. But I think he can.
I think Cody Garbrandt can be champion again. I like him at 125. Listening to him talked to Rogan about just all his health complications, how he's overcoming that, and how he really doesn't have to cut that much weight. I think the guy's pumped. He's excited. He's been sitting out a lot. I think he has the tools to be the 125 champion, especially if he can just get boosted to that position right away and fight Figueiredo. Nick, what do you think?
Same answer as Gilbert, but at 135, I think he has a good shot as well. I think if he continues to fight the way that he has been, he keeps staying composed, I think there's nobody that could stand in his way. I think if he stays composed and he doesn't, throw caution to the wind, I think he can knock out anybody.
He's a problem.
He a problem.
Our next question from IG comes from @Stavo Gold. Who would you guys want to see in the new tough season? That's a great question. Right now, there's been many talks of, I think, Jorge Masvidal being put in there either with Kobe or Kumar Usman, but we don't know if that's going to happen. But let's just play fantasy tough champion draft. Nick, go first. Which two fighters? And explain to me why. Actually, you both pitch to me as the executive of tough. Go.
Okay.
My name is Charles Xavier.
Hey, Charles Xavier. Nice wheelchair. I want to propose to you.
Small penis. I can sense it.
Yeah.
That's not how he talks, though,
No, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good Charles Xavier.
Hey, I have an audition tomorrow, Alex. Don't hurt me right now. I'm a soft.
Yeah.
Are you auditioning for a Charles Xavier or whatever?
They're like, why is this guy in here? Also,
Hello, Scott. How are you?
It's me, Charles Xavier. Go ahead. Pitch to me.
Michael Perry. And
Darren
Till, bro. What's a more tough fighting coach season than that?
Okay.
That'd be great.
I like They're just not in the same weight class anymore, though.
Well, same like how they did Conor and Uriah Faber. Like, that was great. That was just two people that were really funny, and then they did well together. Go ahead, Alex, your turn.
No, as the executive, your pitch was really short, and I'll give you notes later. Alex, we'd love to hear from you next.
I feel like if you want to make a tough season that grabs everybody's attention,
I'm listening.
That has drama, that has backstory.
Who is this guy? He's great.
I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that.
You sign up Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal, ex-teammates, ex-roommates, same weight class. They're ranked right next to each other. They need
Why
to
you gotta
fight.
say same weight class? Why you gotta take shots at me, bro?
Same weight. They're not different weight classes like the other people. They're, you know what I'm saying?
Like the other people.
But honestly, I feel like, and if you want to see someone with shit talk, like that's gonna be drama filled, like how like Cody and TJ were. You do. I mean, even Kamaru Usman and Jorge, but Jorge and Colby, because they lived together. Jorge let him live with him, and they fuck bitches together. They made money together. They trained together.
Sir, I'm going to stop you right there. I fucking love your pitch. Welcome to the X-Men Mansion.
Can I have a rebuttal?
Thank you,
Can I have a
Bane. I
rebuttal?
didn't know Bane was part of Marvel.
I love your pitch. I was born in the dark.
Can I have another one? Another fantasy one?
No, you're done.
Real quick. Just real quick.
Here's your notes. Let me give you your notes. I see where you're going with that, but let me tell you what, buddy. Literally, all the promo for that happened on IG Live, we can't use on TV because of the stuff they said. So, Alex, you win the pitch. We're using the Trump supporters.
John Jones, Israel Adesanya.
Okay, that's good. But
that's pretty good though. That's
John Jones, Derrick Lewis though.
Just Derrick Lewis solo show where he puts people just by himself. He's like Shao Kahn.
The opening song for the Ultimate Fighter is Fat Pat or whatever the fuck his song that he walks out to.
Yeah, that song slaps.
I love that song. Guys, our next question comes from the show Noon asked for.
No one asked for.
The show no one asked for. Who's the greatest to ever do it?
Habib.
Oh, Alex, would you like to mix it up, or are we gonna be boring like Nick?
I mean, well, you have to answer the answer honestly, and the honest answer is
Derrick Lewis. Grammy.
Hey, but Derrick Lewis is he has had a phenomenal run in the UFC. When he started in the UFC, everybody was like, "Man, this dude ain't gonna be nothing," because he was literally learning on the job. And now look at him. Look at him.
You would train 30 minutes a day.
Yeah, like for real. And he would talk about it openly and just be like, he really didn't give a fuck, bro. He just went out there and just fought anybody.
So that question
Imagine training 12 weeks, your hardest, bro. Like you're fucking putting work in, day out. And you go in there and just get fucking put to sleep by someone that trained 30 minutes like 3 times a week. You know,
I think you guys have great answers. And keep in mind, the question was, who is the greatest to ever do it? You could have taken that question anywhere. I see what you guys are saying, but I think my answer fits the whole question correctly, and it's Conor McGregor. And here's why. Who has the most pay-per-view number 1 spot? Who's made the most money in the UFC?
Habib and Conor?
Who transcends the UFC where he's able to make money outside of the sport? Who brought more eyes to the sport that are not just people from Russia?
Who changed the game?
Ready?
The way Steph Curry, Steph Curry changed the NBA
with
is the way
three-pointers?
Conor changed the UFC.
Why are all
and
fighters
the MMA world.
why are all fighters calling out people now and their posts?
Who's doing double divisions now?
Hey, ready?
Who wears suit? Why do fighters wear suits to post-fight press conference? Hey, Verdum,
Ready?
I'm gonna need you to stop that face, Verdum.
Ready? Irish, 5 million. Russia, 150 million.
150 million, brother.
He brought 5 million. Russia, Habib brought 150 million, bro. And guess who was also on that card that got the highest pay-per-view count for UFC? It was Habib Nurmagomedov, baby. Turn me up.
Very true.
Let's
Very
go.
true. Very true.
Very
But
true. Does
I
Habib
still think Alex is
own
wrong.
whiskey? That's how.
He owns
He
an
don't
MMA.
drink, brother. Brother, he don't
Does-
drink, brother.
You don't drink, brother.
Does
Inshallah.
Habib fight Mayweather? A dumb fight, but did he convince a boxer to fight him and make
That
ton
is
of money?
crazy, bro. Conor being able to fight Floyd Mayweather.
He took a
is
fishing
crazy.
line, put it out there, and said, "I'm gonna catch Floyd," and he did. Floyd fell for the dumbest trick in the book.
And now look at Floyd. He's been, ever since he fought Conor McGregor, all he's doing is trying to fight literally anybody that doesn't really box that much.
Exactly. That's my rest of my case. I think we'll leave that up to
And
the
also,
audience.
can I say one more thing?
Literally was about to
The
end it. Go ahead.
the influencer boxing game is probably because of Conor McGregor as well.
Kind
So
of.
That's
Kind
also kind of crazy.
Hey, but at least Dustin's going to beat him again.
He might. He very well might, I think.
Guys, we have another question. Let's wrap this up quickly. From Patrick T. Riley from the Big Mad Podcast. If Guillermo is traveling 60 miles per hour and Kat is traveling 36 miles per hour, how do we tell if Guillermo is gay? And I'll answer that right now because I think you're insensitive, Patrick T. Riley. I hope you get canceled. I think we shouldn't care about Guillermo's sexuality because he's just like everyone else. Patrick T. Riley, how dare you? Anyone have any comments to that?
We should
Same
ask
answer.
same answer. And we should ask for the pronouns before. So
Yeah,
just
so
keep that
Patrick
in
T.
mind.
Everyone hit up at Patrick T. Riley and cause him some trouble. At MMA King Jordan 29, our friend, our silver medalist, is that correct? On the podium?
Silver, yeah.
Silver, he's going to get gold next time. He has a question for us. Do you think John Jones has trouble dealing with bigger, stronger heavyweights? I will say maybe. Alex?
Going based off of just like listening
Statistics?
to Brennan Schaub and them that trained with him in their
friends with him?
heavyweights. Yeah, shout out my really good friend Brendan Schaub. They said, I mean, he was saying like he works those heavyweights in the gym and shit, bruh. John Jones isn't small either. Like he's not small. His calves are small, but I mean he's a big dude. He has a huge back, huge reach. I don't think so. I think he does pretty well at heavyweight until the fights. Honestly, that I really want to see is like him against Ngannou or him against Derrick Lewis. The people that put people to sleep with by touching you. I want to see him fight those people.
Okay, touching, interesting. Nick?
Yeah, they touch you and you just fucking go night-nights. You go memes.
I think John Jones is going to touch everybody in the heavyweight division. And I think he's going to have more problems with some than others.
Cool. Could have said maybe, just like me. Could have kept the whole answer to maybe. Guys, get up for Nick. Still learning how to condense his
Speak
answer.
English.
Speaks great English,
Whoa.
but he's getting there really well. Guys,
Speak her English.
that is our show. And guess what? That was our first time doing fan questions. I guess I might want to just even do a show where we only answer questions. That was really fun. You guys add so much to the show. We love you. Like Nick said, he'll be prompting on the stories or on the posts for you guys to give us questions, and we will answer them. Alex, where can we follow you?
LIFFGODD on absolutely everything, including Twitch, baby. Come through, see your boy play video games.
Nick, where can we follow you?
Nick the Ear on everything. Thank you very much.
Guys, you can follow me at Gilbert. And one more thing before we go is announcing right here, we are next week doing a live stream. I just want to confirm you guys are going to be there, right?
Yeah, you guys coming?
We're all going to be there. We're going to be there. We'll send you some information throughout next week. Make sure you follow us on social media at We Out Here MMA. We're going to have guests on the live stream. We'll have some drop-ins. We'll have some drop-outs. We may do a giveaway.
I'll drop out.
We might play some games in between the fights. And we actually know what? We actually might invite some of you with us between the fights. So make sure you stay on there to find out how you can jump on board with us and chit-chat a bit. We'll learn more about you. And, maybe Nick can... teach us some jiu-jitsu via online. Let's not do that. That sounds like a terrible idea during a fight.
With my wife that doesn't look like that woman that Alex pointed out earlier. Okay?
Exactly.
And that's all I'll say.
That is our show!